Hey everyone, today we are going to do part 2 of the WPF Calculator app. In part 1, we completed the UI part, create our buttons, function keys, clear keys, and display. So now we're going to take a look at the back end code behind file, which is right here, main window xaml.cs file. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to need a few variables. I'm gonna need a double, type double. I'm gonna name the first variable num1 and set it to 0 as the initial value. Need a double num2. You can name anything you want. Then double result. Equal, set it to 0 as well. And we need the string, which is going to hold the operation type, whether it's a division, addition, or subtraction. Type. Okay, and this we're going to set as initial value, we're going to set it to empty string. All right, that's great. Let's create a function, a method for the clear actually first. So private void clear display. It's going to be a simple method, and we're going to grab display. This display comes from right here. We set the name here. Display text box, text block. That's what it is. All right. So display dot text equals to an empty string that clears the display. All right, that's out of the way. Gonna create a event handler or function for when a digit is pressed, a number is pressed. That's gonna be private void number pressed. I need object sender and routed event args. E. Okay, from here I'm gonna grab this object sender, which means the button that's gonna be pressed. I'm gonna typecast it to a button. So button equals to sender as button. After casting this, I'm going to grab the content. All right, and set display dot text plus equal button dot content to string. All right, that's excellent. So when we press the button, let's run it and see actually. Now Now that thinking about it, we didn't hook it up. Nothing's gonna happen, of course, because we need to hook it up. And to hook it up, we have to come back here, say 0, I need to say click, and I'm gonna assign this event handler we just created. Let's run it again. Okay, that works. Great. Now we can copy and paste this to all the numbers. And run it again. Wonderful. The clear doesn't work yet because we haven't wired that up yet. Alright, so numbers are all set. Next, got the function keys. So private voids, same thing. Function key pressed. Again, var button equals sender as button. So here it's going to be a little different than the numbers. Reason being is we have 4 or 5 different functions. Actually, we can consider the dot or the period as a function key too. Okay, so here we're going to, I want to grab the content of the, I'm going to call it button text equals to button.content to string. So I'm going to grab the content. I'm going to switch on it. So switch button.text. I'm going to switch on this based on what value comes in. I'm going to say case if this plus coming in, I want to set number 1 variable to display text. Break it. Alright, we have an error here, and the reason because number 1 variable, it's a double, but display text is a string. So we need to convert it to a double. Double.parse. That's going to convert text to a double and assign it to our variable. Once that's done, we want to clear the display. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this a few times, just changing the sign here. logic is the same pretty much. Okay. And can do one for the dot. This is going to be slightly different. This, we don't want to assign this variable. We actually want to add a dot or period to our number. So and with condition, of course, if it doesn't already contain display text, if display text contains dot the period, so you want to say if it doesn't contain, and we use exclamation. God damn it, can't spell words anymore. You get the idea, right? So if it doesn't contain the period, we want to add display. I'm going to say display.text plus equals period. Okay, and break. Okay, all right, that's that. And then case is going to take care of the equal function. In case it's an equal, we want to call a different method, and that this method is going to be calculate. We don't have this yet, so it's going to give us an error for now. That's fine. I think we forgot something here. Number one, okay, we set the, we forgot to set the operation type. So after saving the value in our variable, we want to set the operation type to for addition to a plus, for subtraction, operation type will be a minus. We can actually copy and paste this, save some little time. Same thing here. And same thing here. By changing the content. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, so when we press the equal key, we want to calculate the total or the result. So let's generate the method. Clear this. All right, inside this calculate, again, this time we're gonna switch on the operation type. And we're going to say case addition or plus. We want the result to be num1 plus num2. break out case, let's copy and paste, don't have to repeat it ourselves. Division, we'll divide two numbers, number divided by 2, and case some multiplication, and this one, the symbol for multiplication is the star key on the keyboard. It's not actually X, so it's slightly different there. The rest is same, it matches, but this one is slightly different. Just heads up, you know what I'm saying? All right, so that's done. I think. See, I think we are good. So we did the numbers. When we click a number, it's gonna add. To display. And when we click function, it's gonna switch on the text that comes from the button, depending on the what is this showing up? All right. Depending on which function, we're going to switch. If it's a plus, we want to add. If it's a plus, we want to set the number 1 to display text, store display text in number 1 variable, and set the operation type to plus. And once we set that, and we enter the second number, it's going to come over here, and depending on that operation type, it's going to do the calculation. That's great. Now we need to hook up the functions. The functions pressed method or event handler we just created. So let's go to start over here with that function. Click event, and we want to assign to this one here. Let's copy and paste, assign. I think we're good. And this one, I missed this one. All right, let's run and see. Actually, let's build. An error. Invalid expression. Sure, that makes sense. Should be inside the quotation, not outside. Alright. Divided by 6 equal doesn't work. This range clear doesn't work. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look. We call calculate. Alright, the reason it doesn't work, I think. So we are assigning this result to the calculation, but we are not telling what to do with the display. After doing the calculation, we want to set the display text to result. And we want, since it's double, we want to convert to a string. That should take care of that. Okay. Let's run again and take a look. So 9 divided by 6 equals that's funny. Interesting. Result. Okay, let's put a breakpoint over here, see what we are getting. Nine divided by 6. Display text. Infinity. That's first. That's a different operation. 9 minus 6 equals 9. Something's not right. So let's put breakpoints over here. Okay. See what's going on. Setting the operation type over there, clearing the display. Num1, 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 num1. Okay, seems to be alright. So num1 is 9, num2. Oh, we're not setting num2. Okay, that makes sense. So, before we do the calculation, we want to set num2 equals to double parse display the text, and then we should do the operation. All right, 9 minus 6, so we get 9, 6 over here, and the result is 3, so that should work. The breakpoint. All right. Let's remove this breakpoint. I think that takes care of that. Just run it again. Nine divided by 6 equals 1.5. Perfect. Alright, so the clear still doesn't work. We have to fix that. And let's go back into our function keys. And let's say case C. We want to call clear display function. And break out of it. Run it again. Okay, great, works. So to clear, that works. Let's do a multiplication. Perfect. Addition. Perfect. Let's do a decimal point. Times 3. Perfect. So that's that. I think we are good here. Next one, let's take a look how to, let's remove some of this. We don't need all that stuff. It's cleaner. So yes, in the next video, we'll do a little styling, make it look nicer. All right, thank you. Take it easy. And please don't forget to comment or subscribe. All right, thank you.